Hello everybody, hope you're doing well today. Mark G with the C back with another video. This is going to be my favourite, or some of my favourite albums from 2020. Now, when I first joined the VC, started making videos, I wasn't really one for picking up many new releases, and looking back I kind of put that down to not having the same sort of knowledge of the underground scene as I do now. You know, since becoming part of the VC and chatting with other people and seeing, you know, other people's taste in music that's similar to mine, I've learned so much from those people. That's what it's all about. That's why we're here, isn't it? To learn and find out about new music. So yeah, I have sort of picked up a lot more new releases over this last year. I have got 19 that I'm going to show you here. And if you know me and you know my liking of the phrase or saying old school death metal, most of these are sort of underground old school death metal. But what I've decided to do with this video, because I'm almost sick of the sound of my own voice saying those 4 words, what I thought I was going to do with this, I'm going to show you these albums and I am going to sum them up for you in 5 words. I'm not going to use, I might use old school in there, but I'm certainly not going to use those 4 words, old school death metal. It's kind of on my mind. I know it's the kind of music that I like and the genre I like, and I can't avoid saying it in my videos, but because I've got 19 to show you and I don't want this video to go on for like 40-50 minutes, I thought, do you know what, the best way to sum this up is every album is going to be summed up to you in 5 words. I have written these down, I have taken notes for this, so I do remember, but hopefully the 5 words that I describe these albums as, if you haven't heard them already, you'll maybe go and check them out, because again, like that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's discovering new music. So let's get into this, guys. Before we start, cheers, Happy New Year. I don't remember if I said it in my last video, but Happy New Year to everyone. It's not started off great with all this lockdown shite, especially here in the UK, but I'm hoping we're going to get to see a bit of live music, really, and people do stay safe. But yeah, cheers everybody. A bit of Spitfire, good old English, well, Kentish ale with substance and character. I feel like I'm in a fucking advert doing that. Anyway, let's get into this. First off, and like I say, these are, I have picked up a few more new releases, but these are sort of my favourites. I was going through them and I thought these are the ones that I've kind of listened to the most this year. If there's any in this list, or not in this list, if there's any that you're thinking, well, he hasn't showed that, he hasn't showed this, I'm only going to show you what I've bought. If it's not in this, in what these 19 I show you, I don't own it, and that's why I can't show it. But please, you know, let me know any recommendations for stuff I should pick up. I would like to get the New Testament. I haven't. I've kind of been more on a real underground death metal sort of kick of late, so most of these are. So let's get started. From Sweden, we have got Lick. And in the 5 words, I'm going to sum this band up. It is buzzsaw, melodic, Swedish, old school. Check them out, brilliant. Next up, from the United States, we have got Undeath. I showed this in one of my recent videos, and Lesions of a Different Kind. And I believe the drummer painted this this cover. Look at that logo. I showed it in the last video, and look at that logo. Undeath, fabulous. And to sum this album up, murky, pummeling, vicious, melodic death. Undeath. Is this working for you? I thought it was going to be different. Like I say, instead of me saying what I like to say all the time. Next up, we have got Skelethal and their release Unveiling the Threshold. I'm not going to start getting all these out and showing you the vinyl and all that. I'm kind of just, you know, showing you this list because this is what has been spinning in Mark G with the Seas Man Cave mainly this year. So kind of recommendations, aren't they? But yeah, Skelethal from France, Hell's Headbangers label, and this I described as buzzsaw shredding carnage worship goodness. Carnage worship as in the Swedish you know, death metal band featuring some of the guys out of Dismember. But yeah, very much reminds me of that. Skelethal. Right, CD next. This is a fairly new acquisition for me, but this is Carnal Savagery and Grotesque Macabre on the Chaos label. Fabulous album. And I sum this one up with the words mid-paced, HM2, heavy, old school. Marvellous. Not seen anyone else show this, so if you like your HM2 sound, get on it. Really, really good. Carnal Savagery, Grotesque Macabre. Let's put that down somewhere. Okay, next up from Russia, and this is the band PYRE and their album Chained to OSSUARIES. Fabulous, fabulous album, and I sum this up with the words riff-based death thrash brutality. Now, riff-based, I wasn't sure if that was one word, so I thought I'd be careful, because if I use more than 5 words, you know, with it being the title of the video, people will be quick to tell me. So I've gone for 2 separate words. Riff-based death thrash brutality. Awesome. All of these, I will try not to say awesome after everyone. I'm showing you these because, like I say, these are the ones that I've been really into this year. Next up from the USA, Temple of Void. Fabulous, fabulous album, The World That Was. And I've summed this up as doomy, progressive, crushing, guttural death. Temple of Void. Awesome. Can't help myself. Next up, bit of vinyl from the USA, and this is Void Rot and their album Descending Pillars on the Everlasting Spew record label. I've gotten to know a gentleman who works for Everlasting Spew called Tito recently, good fella, and I have just placed an order with Everlasting Spew. They've got a bit of a sale on at the moment, 25% off, so I've placed a bit of an order with them. Great label. Yeah, Void Rot, and I sum this album up with dark, gruesome, rumbling death doom. Void Rot. Next up, we've got a CD. Needs no introduction. A lot of people have been showing this in their sort of their favourite albums of the year. Benediction-Scriptures on Nuclear Blast. And the 5 words I used for this was, and I know I said I wasn't going to use it, but there's no other way of explaining it, but it's just old school death metal comeback. Just brilliant. Real return to form. Fabulous. I said it. Do we have to have a drink because I said it? How's it work? I will anyway. Oh, nice. Okay. Another album that's been showed a lot in the 2020 lists, Hellripper, The Affair of the Poisons. Great album. And I sum this up with the 5 words blackened. I don't even know why I'm reading this because I kind of know this one, but blackened speed thrash metal mayhem. If you haven't heard it, get on it. Fabulous. Right, next up from the USA, another bit of vinyl, and this is ANGEROT. Is it working, this video, with the 5-word summing up? I'm kind of enjoying it, really. And I'm saving a bit of time, aren't I? I don't like the videos to go on for too long. Yeah, ANGEROT and mortal. I believe, yeah, mortal. And I have summed this up with the 5 words: thrashy, deathy, doomy, blackened E, metal E. ANGEROT. Next up, from Finland. This is a band that, along with Temple of Void, that Liam, the Death Doom Metalhead, introduced me to. And it's Solothus. Excuse me for the burp, and it's a Spitfire. Solothus and their album Realm of Ash and Blood on the 20 Buck Spin label. Brilliant. And I sum this up with heavy, atmospheric, doom-laden death. Solothus. Can't go wrong with a bit of Finnish death metal, can you? What are we on next? Next up, from Germany, we have got Carnal Tomb. Look at that logo, one of my favourite logos going at the moment. You can barely see what it says, and it's got a skull attached to it. What's not to like? This is a 3-track EP, Descend, on the Final Gate Records. And I describe this as HM2, dirty, brutal, doomy death. Carnal Tomb, Descend. Another fairly recent acquisition, another American band, but this one, I've been listening to this a lot. I just love it, absolutely love it. And that's Funeralopolis, and Of Deceit and Utter Madness on the Memento Mori label out of Spain. And I describe this as raw, primitive, meaty death doom. Funeralopolis. I think that's a song title. They must have took the name. Is it a typo negative? I'm sure it is. Yeah, anyway. Next up, we have got, again, from America. This is on Redefining Darkness Records. And if I'm pronouncing it right, this is ANGEROT. A-N-G-E-R-O-T. ANGEROT. And their album, The Divine Apostate. I am going to get this one out and show you the vinyl on this because it's spectacular. I love this. Let me show you. One of my favourite vinyl pickups this year. Look at that. And again, in keeping with the kind of cover art, you know, I love that. Just love that. A little bit of tangerine in the middle. And I summed that album up. Sorry, top of my head, I just could see them, wasn't it? As savage, crushing HM2 death metal. I haven't seen many people show this recently, or at all really, in the VC, so check it out. ANGEROT. Tidy those up a little bit so we don't cause any damage. Next up, from Australia, we have got Wartooth and Programmed Dichotomy. That's some stickers there falling out there. Yeah, brilliant thrash metal. There's the inside there. And I sum this up as melodic, ferocious, tight thrash metal. Wartooth, check them out. Put that away there. Next, we've got from the UK. Love. This has been getting spun. I only got this quite recently. This has been getting a lot of spins recently, but this is Eternal Rot and Putridarium. Mark Riddick artwork there. That's the back. on the Gods of War record label, and I sum this up in the 5 words: dank, crushing, doomy death metal. Love it. Bit of vinyl next, and all the way from the USA we've got the mighty Incantation and Sect of Vile Divinities, kindly sent to me recently as VCLT, signed by the band. Fabulous, what a fabulous gift. And I have summed this album up as legendary, brutal, vicious death metal. We've got 2 more to go. This one was given to me by Chris over at Cavernous Records, who I've recently gotten to know and quite regularly purchase a few CDs off him, as Cavernous Records is only down the road from me. Chris is a lovely fella. He's been putting out some good albums this year. He put out the new Crypticus, Cropsy Maniac he put out as well. Well, this is Altered Dead, self-titled. You can see that there. Like I say, on Cavernous Records. I know a few of you out there know who Cavernous Records is, but check them out. He's got some good stock in there. And I sum this up as morbid, barbaric, ghastly autopsy worship. If you like Autopsy, you're going to like Altered Dead. And last but not least, from Russia, we have got the awesomely named Wombripper and their album Macabre Melodies. Another excellent album, Memento Mori, and I sum this up as dirty, raw, pounding death metal. That's it. Like I say, not every new release I picked up, but I was quite surprised actually as how many I did pick up compared to what was like a couple of years ago. But you know, you can't help but be influenced by your peers and people, you know, who were giving you advice, and I've just learned so much about. I've always kind of loved that underground sound, that underground old school death metal, but I've just learned so much over the last few years, and long may it continue. We were listening to Vector, progressive, technical, awesome thrash metal from USA on the Earache label. What year? 2016. Fantastic band. Vector, Terminal Redo. I think that's how you say it. Thank you for watching, everybody. As always, I hope this idea worked. Every album summed up in 5 words. I've managed to show you 19 albums and kept it to below 19 minutes, so I'm quite happy with that. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment, let me know any albums that you've picked up this year that you think I should listen to or I should pick up. Anything of the old school variety, thrash, death metal, you know me. But please let me know what you think of these, if you've heard these. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for taking the time, always appreciate it. Look after yourselves until I speak to you again. Take care, bye for now.